Radio. April Marie here. Man, it has been a fun week. I can't believe I got to fill in all week and come back again next week. I'll be here Monday through Thursday. You can, of course, reach us on the phone lines 545-9950 or the toll free 844-455-9950. We are also on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube Live, where you can see all the funny faces I make, which I do. I make a lot of funny faces. There's a reason I do radio, not television. And I did in another life back when I did nonprofit work. I would do bus tours, routinely do bus tours. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. Travel city to city in a bus. I actually packed the kids up and took them along for one of them as I was kind of rounding out my nonprofit world stuff. And it's just a good times. But I would routinely have TV cameras show up, and what I learned is I make too many faces during interviews to do that. And so here we are with the YouTube Live. So you get to see the funny faces I make. I started to talk about this. The World Cup, the games being held all over the nation, and the matchup in Seattle raised some eyebrows when the local Seattle officials dubbed the Iran versus Egypt match the Pride match. Needless to say, Egypt and Iran both requested that be cut out. There were festivities all around the games. FIFA has indeed rejected the request and said that they will still allow the pride flags to be flown around the stadium. Um, you know, both in Egypt and Iran have pretty strong feelings and laws related to LGBTQ. The more we go through, and I've said this, more we go through Pride Month, the more encouraged I am that I'm not seeing and hearing a whole lot about it. I think we as a nation, the pendulum is swinging back. We have realized how toxic this movement has been for traditional families, for children and youth, for just about every aspect of life in terms, and it was especially everything after the lesbian and gays. We'll go back to the letter soup here. Everything else just jumped the freaking shark. We are now supposed to say we can't tell the difference between a man and a woman. We are now supposed to say our kids can be indoctrinated into questioning their own gender. They can be poisoned and medicated and butchered. AJ's over here shaking his head. Pride Month has really been a bit quieter in our world today.
Yeah.
What are you shaking your head about?
Oh, you just you just breathe.
Oh, did you finish your work?
Well,
as I was doing
yeah,
my rant
outside
over?
of putting up the podcast and all that other stuff, but pretty much, yeah.
Do you think it's a quieter Pride Month this year? Are you noticing that as well?
Honestly, I don't be really paying attention to that because it's also my birthday month, so my birthday trumps all the other stuff that happens.
Everything else that happens
month of June.
In the month of June.
So I mean,
fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting a lot less emails. I'm seeing a lot less of it in my social media timelines. And it sounds like the show will go on in Seattle, flags flying and all. However, some of the events are, the players are like, we're not having anything to do with this. As I was researching, what had been changed, Iran is whining. They're upset about some of the restrictions being placed on their players while they're here in the U.S. There's actually been a handful of instances. One referee, I don't know if he was eventually let in, but one referee was stopped from coming in the country. I appreciate that people can lawfully come here and enjoy the games, and we get to follow their adventures. And we still know under Secretary of State Marco Rubio that they're going to take very seriously any possible threats that are here, and people who could come here who don't have the best of intentions. I'm feeling a lot better about this situation than I have, again, under Biden and their open border, their free for all. Come on over. It doesn't matter if you like us or not. It doesn't matter what threats you may or may not have made. Come on over. Uh, Absolutely crazy town is what that was. So that was my FIFA update. Earlier, Lloyd Peoples and I were talking about the following people online as they around the country. I don't know that the timing could have been any better in terms of watching individuals, not someone, but watching different individuals come from around the world. Realized they've been lied to. We've heard that from a number of these individuals who are over here for the game. B, just how great things are in a time where we are just constantly bombarded by, I was talking about the LGBTQ movement and the insanity that has come with that in recent years. It's fun to take a step back, take a step away from the madness and realize deep down at its core, we are a nation that is based on Christian values and principles, people who are very encouraging and welcoming, again, to legal immigration, people who are kind all around the country, businesses stepping up to make sure, and it's not just Freddie, there's others, businesses and individuals stepping up to make sure that these trips are going well for those who are over here. We had hotel workers here in Alabama who are giving rides to people here that were here for the games taking place at Auburn. It really is a breath of fresh air because we have so much to celebrate. We have so much to share with the world when we're talking about legal immigration or legal people coming over on visas temporarily and staying. There's a lot happening, and I think it really is great. So we'll continue to follow those as we lead up into Independence Day. Other things I wanted to talk about today as I go back through our news. Ooh, buddy. And this one, I don't know if you guys have followed what is going on. So I'll give you a backstory here. So when you work on the Hill, there are basically dead times where Congress isn't in session, when members are home in their districts, during certain election years, August. There's when they're in recess, for holidays. And so if you're a Hill staffer, sometimes, especially in election years, you'll essentially take an unpaid leave and go out on detail and work campaigns. One of the times I did that, I went down to Florida and, well, actually I did that, take that back. I did 3 different cycles working in Florida for just campaign cycles. One of those, I went down to South Florida and did a cycle for the NRA. One cycle, many years ago, Bush Cheney reelect. I went down and did campaigning in the Florida Panhandle, and then one cycle I went and worked on a race for an incumbent who was being an incumbent congressman, and I went at the very tail end of this, but he was being challenged by a veterinarian named Ted Yoho. That was Congressman Cliff Stearns, who everybody was like, he cannot be defeated. He cannot be defeated. I love it when incumbents get too cocky and get defeated. And while I was there, looking back, I can say that at the time I was like, oh, we're gonna go protect this guy. He got defeated by a veterinarian who just outworked him. That veterinarian, Ted Yoho, his chief of staff was now Congressman Kat McCormick, and she was. I want to say I guess she's gotten married now. She's been under attack this week. She shared a very personal story of a situation she had, and now pro-choicers, abortion advocates, have attacked her. I don't really have the time to get into the details of this, but when we come back, I want to talk about this because this is one of those situations where they went after a Republican and they did it in all the wrong ways. They attempted to do a gotcha interview with her, and she stood up for herself and is getting a lot of credit for that. We're going to be back in just a minute. You guys hold tight. It is April Marie filling in for Leland. AJ keeping me out of trouble. Back in a second. What in the? Did you raid your children's playlists for this one? This is adorable.
My kids are too young to hear this song.
The Nobody Likes Me that's like kindergarten song. Does it go off track somewhere along the way on the actual song?
Maybe so.
Okay.
Maybe so.
Does it become a euphemism for something? I don't know. That's a children's song right there. What in the world am I listening to? Okay, I started to say this. This is actually a little bit deeper subject, but on our Free for All Friday, I wanted to comment on this.
I'm sorry. Are you watching the Home Shopping Network?
I have no idea. I don't have a clicker. Oh, there is a clicker. How did it get there?
I don't know. I just realized. I look up. I'm like, are you shopping at the same time as you doing the show?
I've actually never shopped from the Home Shopping Network.
My dad will be buying stuff on there. He loves it.
They're apparently selling laundry sheets. I don't really understand the Home Shopping Network. I'm not gonna lie. Like, hasn't Amazon and Walmart and delivery and hasn't regular delivery made this obsolete?
No. I mean, there's people that still watch this.
I honest to God did not know that was still on air.
Yeah.
We've discussed my hatred of all things cable television. I'm watching. I'm mortified and I can't stop. I had a real story to discuss, and now I'm watching someone mix up laundry sheets.
I mean, there's still going to be a need for it because, I mean, at the same time.
What is the need? How do you need to get laundry sheets off your TV?
Because you want to know if it works. And then you get looks like this one, you get 402 loads of laundry sheets. I guess, I don't know, but maybe somebody
Are you watching it too?
I mean, it's on my TV right here.
We're both watching the Home Shopping
whatever's
Network?
on this TV that I'm pointing to is on this TV.
Who has the clicker for that?
You do.
I have the clicker. Yeah. By the way, my children's response to me calling a remote a clicker, it kills them. I might as well ask them to go outside so we can go to the farmer's market in a horse and buggy. That's the response they have to me saying, where's the clicker? I don't know.
Because it used to be called a clicker.
That's what I call it.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up calling it. And my kids think it's the funniest thing in the world.
There is a joke in there. Oh, there is a super joke.
Lord have mercy. The Home Shopping Network is on. How long has that been on?
I don't know. I've been working behind the scenes trying to get stuff in for the weekend, and I had to get the news in as well too. So it was like a whole bunch of stuff I had to do. But I just look up and I'm like, wait a minute, is she watching the Home Shopping Network?
I am not. I actually don't. And for whatever reason, I pay no attention to the TV behind me. And I guess it's usually on one of the same channels that's on.
Yeah, normally it's on one of the
Fox
news
or
stations.
CNN.
Yeah.
This is hysterical.
I'm sitting here looking up. I'm like, is she shopping right now? Is there like a national holiday that I don't know about? Or is she looking for some new laundry detergent? Because she is literally having it on this TV.
I am not, but I'm gonna hold off on the story I was going to do over here, which I will get to at some point today. But because it tells you how disgusting some of the legacy media can be. And I'm now going to go into a rabbit hole of laundry stuff. Can I tell you that I spent, I want to say like 3 hours, maybe 3.5 hours at a laundromat last weekend.
I've been there and done it.
My dryer went out. It's no longer. I'm a walking talk. No, I'm failing at adulting, or maybe this is adulting.
This is adulting because I had to get the thermostat replaced on my dryer one time.
Is it because did it stop?
It stopped drying,
like being hot.
Yeah, it stopped being hot, so I had to go find someone, which I didn't realize it was a thing. Like there's people that actually go out here and actually fix like machines and get some back working. Which I actually need to reach out to someone that can clean the air duct in my for my dryer.
What is that? How often are you supposed to do that?
I don't know.
This is the first time I've owned a home in life, and God help us all. Because
every so often you got to get the little I don't know what it's called.
If somebody knows how. If someone knows how often you're supposed to be doing this, because I don't know that I've ever done that.
Yeah. You got to do it on a regular basis. But it's like, man, it's pretty expensive. I didn't realize
everything about home ownership is expensive.
They don't tell you that. But So I had to get someone to come in, and this was like a couple of years ago. So I think I'm due for another
Okay, if you find
cleaning.
someone good that's trustworthy and not sketchy, don't
Yeah.
give me any sketchy vendors. I
I mean,
once
you think I'm gonna give you somebody that I don't even trust?
Can I tell you, I had that happen once. A friend, like, I needed a plumber, and a friend was like, I know this guy. And the guy was fine that he knew, but that guy brought over somebody with him that was clearly high as a kite. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like,
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, I mean that's not the friend's fault because he sent you to the right person.
he sent me to the right
Now,
person,
the
but
person
then
that came over,
the person that came
they should have
over,
been respectful and be like, look,
the person who helps, and they were nice enough, but
Yeah.
clearly like stone out of their gourd. That is how JD ended up with my extra water heater, is because when I told JD the story, he was like, "They're not coming back to your house. No, ma'am, they will not."
yeah.
And he came out and got it. I don't know if you know this, and if you haven't heard this.
I
but
mean, I
JD
know
is
that
amazing.
I know JD came and got the water heater, but the story behind it, yeah.
Yeah, he is really concerned about my well-being. He worries, and so like if I tell him something's up, he's like, nah, we're not gonna have that. So that is in fact the reason that JD has came and rescued me from that situation. But at any rate, yeah, my water, the dryer, just the heat, it stopped drying my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And I checked, I checked the little filter, and then I went to the Googles, and it said check all your fuse boxes, and I went and did
Nah, it's
that.
your thermostat.
And yeah, it wasn't a fuse. It wasn't a fuse box.
It was none of that. It was
So-
your thermostat because I had that same situation happen.
Yeah.
Now you can go and get you a used one. There's this place I go that's not too far from my house. That I go and if any I get some used appliance. I mean I probably need to stop getting used stuff.
Oh no, that's my jam.
Yeah.
I am
yeah.
cheap. Yeah, it's a situation. But at any rate, I went to this home shopping network thing has me thinking. I went to the laundromat, and actually, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hate it. I typically do a couple loads of laundry every couple of days, and to
Yeah.
do it all at once was kind of nice.
I mean, it's good. It has its moments. It just sucks when you go there on a particular day and it's like everybody and mama's out
You
there.
gotta wait. No,
Yeah.
I went and we were able to do it all at once.
Yeah. Sometimes I do. I go to those ones like 24 hours and I just be
Ooh,
up there at night.
that's a thing.
But don't worry, I'm packing, so it's all good.
All right, we're gonna be back, and I'll get back into this news story I started. Back in a second, you guys. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Like I'm a mess over here, I tell you. Okay, so during the commercial break, I tried to change the channel. Uh, AJ comes, I mess it up. AJ comes in for the assist, and he gets the home shopping channel switched, but then he messes up the other TV. So there's nothing playing on the other TV at all right now. Oh wait, now it's gone. Now it's back. You did you I but hold on. The kicker is then he took the clicker.
I didn't take the clicker. The clicker's right there. Yeah.
No.
It's the gray remote.
Oh, it's behind my water.
Yeah. Wait. But see. See, y'all ladies always want to blame the man. It's right there. It's right in front of you.
I was like, I can't find it, and it's not on. It's the whole thing.
It's right there.
Okay. By the way,
right in front of you.
He comes in to help me because I broke it. And I don't even know what I did to break it. It was a mess.
You hit the wrong button. Okay.
Oh,
So
I had the wrong.
one is to turn on the TV, and the other one is to turn on the box, and then the other one is to change the channel, and the other one is not. So it's like a nursery rhyme. So you just gotta think about it.
I'm gonna leave it right where it is.
Exactly.
By time he came in here to help me, by the way, they were already cleaning toilets. What in the heck? Okay, so I started to say this, but I went to the laundromat. By that point, laundry had piled up for, I'm not exaggerating, a week and a half, because I still haven't fixed the darn thing. So we're gonna have to. There's another laundromat situation in my future, because even if I get it fixed, this weekend or early next week, I still learned the lesson, which is it's better to take it and do it all at once using the big machines than it is to sit
But
there.
everybody wants to use that one though.
Why?
Because you can wash and dry all your clothes at once, especially if you have like comforters and sheets.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And like me, I'm a guy, so I don't believe in separation.
You don't separate by colors?
No, it's we all inclusive over here.
Okay.
So I don't
and
care.
You just wash everything on cold?
I don't care if my whites gets all red and dyed and blued and all that other stuff. Ain't nobody gonna see my t-shirts anyway.
That is so funny.
Nobody's gonna see it.
Well, I went, and I have to say it was kind of a guilty pleasure thing. It wouldn't have taken me so long, except I was teaching the boys how to sort and how to do the laundry, and I was letting them pour the detergent in.
Just throw it in there.
And it and then we had to sort out the things that get washed on delicate or get hand washed.
See, that's too intricate. So just put it on regular or super heavy duty and just let it wash. It's gonna get clean.
Wait, on what temperature?
I just all right, so
I have so many questions.
So if I do
for
like
AJ.
I do whites and colors, even though I don't believe in separating them clothes like that. I just put it like on cool or warm.
Yeah.
Because then it's like the best of both worlds. So the coloreds. Dang, that sounds so racist right now.
I'm letting AJ talk about the colors.
But it sounds bad when you actually say it. But you know what I'm saying.
I'm marking this for one of them to pull out on a promo. AJ talking about separating out the colors. Tell me how you segregate your colors out. Now keep going.
At least I can say it. You can't.
I'm just saying that's what you said.
You can't say it. You better be watch out. Oh, I will.
We had this conversation yesterday about the things people. There's still things you don't say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can say these things. You can't. So
you can't.
There was a parody that says whites only, where you're talking about only watching white sheets. And
yes.
It turned into a whole ordeal. It's pretty funny. But no, like I don't, because there used to be a time I used to separate the whites and the colors, and I keep saying that.
Colors? Colors.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My accent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying.
I'm gonna text Leland.
Man,
he missed a whole segment of AJ.
Oh,
okay,
gosh.
so you still sort out your whites though. I
don't.
So I do whites, lights, and colors.
Why you gotta say it like that?
Can I enunciate that word and do it? But anyway, it took us 3 hours because once
I ain't got time for that.
Do you know what? So it wasn't it was the sorting and then getting the detergent, and then we've ran out of detergent, and then I had to get it from there, and it's my son is definitely.
Was your laundromat clean?
It was.
Okay.
It was.
'Cause I went in one. It was like, oh.
This was clean.
Yeah.
But I will say this: so what ended up happening, what took so long, is it occurred to me that the kids were captive. Usually, if I get their clothes out of the dryer and I'm like, fold this, it's a little, we can find ourselves on the struggle bus. And I was like, we're not leaving until you fold this. And they had no option. And so I had all three of them put to work, and it was great because I'll get them to do it, but it'll be so long that the clothes have cooled down and now they're wrinkled because I didn't have laundry shit, whatever. But yeah, this was my entertaining. I've got to fix the dryer, but in the meantime, I've learned I'm not upset with having to go to the laundromat. And you guys just got a 15-minute segment on laundry because I apparently had Home Shopping Network on. So if you're just tuning in, no, we have not lost our ever-loving minds over here. Well, maybe we have. I don't know.
I mean, just a little bit, but look, so. Luckily, I'm gonna need to get some work on my dryer, and I think
I
it's
do too.
the vent where the lint chute
Mm.
needs to be vacuumed out. Because I do have a vent cover, because I think that's how a bird got in my house.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I tried to save it. I tried, but it came in my property. It's like if I went in his nest
Lord have mercy.
and I took it out, but that's a whole nother story. But I had to put a vent cover in there. But then I started hearing like birds in my vent again.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, yo, like, are y'all trying to break it? Like, what are y'all doing? So I got a ladder, and like I went outside and I kind of bent it just a little bit just so the birds won't get in there. But I think when I did that, it kind of messed up the airflow. And I think I need to clean it out because every so often, you like your air ducts and your dryer vent needs to be
actually,
cleaned
this
out.
is news to me. No, I did
Yeah.
not know that.
And it needs to be cleaned out because it's a hazard. It's a fire hazard. So you want to make sure that's good, and also it prevents your dryer from drying properly. So I know I need to get that done, and I just trying to find some like. I miss like the yellow pages where I could just go in the yellow page and be like, hey, because nobody really does that. I mean, if there is someone, please let me know, because then I'll come to the house and I'll let you go ahead and do it, because I need my air ducts cleaned out as well too. Yeah.
I've had work done on my AC unit because I had to get some work done on that. So I've had that done twice actually. Within recent years, but no, the dryer has not been a problem for me, and
No.
And now it is.
Now you can if you can find someone now. I did have someone, like I said, it's been a couple of years, that came to the house and actually fixed the temperature gauge on my dryer.
Okay, how much did it cost?
It was like a couple $100.
Daggum.
Yeah.
Daggum. So this is how I ended up with a new microwave. Is that
Maybe they try to maybe they overcharged me. I don't know, but that's what they charge. If
For
my
instance.
memory serves me correct, it was
Lord
like
have mercy.
a couple $100.
All right, we got Pup on the line. Let's see what Pup's got to say. Hi there.
Hey, April Marie. First time talking to you. I normally call breaking bread, but thought I'd give you some laundry tips.
Oh, please do.
I'm 63 years old. I grew up as an only child, and so I had to do the boy chores and the girl chores. And my mom taught me, who's the most cleaning lady you've ever met, she taught me how to wash clothes properly, which you are correct to sort the colors and the whites and, that kind of thing. But I learned over the years, if you will wash your brand new colors, a few times in cold, then you can just start throwing, like AJ does, everything into a hot, regular, wash all together. Everything goes together, towels, whites, colors, and they will no longer lose their color if it's a quality fabric.
Okay.
So just heads up there.
Yeah, I know enough to know to to pay attention, especially when there's new stuff. But I still sort them. We always whites, then lights, then darks, and then hand wash and delicate we deal with later.
I'm telling you, I am very particular about my clothing, and I'm telling you, I've been doing that for probably 10 years, and there's really no need to sort.
To keep
sorting.
Throw
it all in there together. Also, I don't overload like a lot of people will just stuff
that's a pet peeve.
Yeah. So no, if you'll just load it correctly, and put it on hot, and regular wash, you'll be good to go.
All right, noted.
You also You also need a washer with a center a twisting thing. I don't know what that's called, but the ones without that, center thing, they don't wash at all. So
Noted.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm talking
apparently
about?
ours. Yeah, ours apparently whatever it is works well, or at least did until. I mean, our washer works fine, but now the dryer's the thing that's gone kaput.
Yeah.
So,
So
all
but
right.
anyway,
Well, thanks,
I
Pop.
appreciate you letting me. I love the show and appreciate you letting me get on with you this afternoon.
Thank you, darling. All right. That was Pup. We're somehow got into laundry. I had a whole Kat McCormick story. Those of you interested in today's political headlines, if you haven't seen what the left-wing media did to Kat McCormick, basically I'll give the short version. She before we take a break here, she granted an interview and she was going to talk about what's happened on Capitol Hill, especially with the secret payments for sexual harassment allegations and stuff. And then the left-wing media person who she was doing an interview with turned it into a gotcha interview about an ectopic pregnancy that almost cost her life, and basically made it into a gotcha about her pro-life stance after she had this almost dying herself. And they get her in tears. The woman has her in tears. She ends up, the congresswoman asked her to at least hold that part. And the details of that haven't been released, if she wanted to tell her family it was coming or talk to her husband about it or whatever. And the journalist went ahead and put it on X. And so it's now had 3.4 million views of this congresswoman talking about how she almost lost her life, and the journalist pushing her to talk about why that abortion should be legal. And it was just this really awful situation. And, we've all heard the phrase, you don't hate the media enough. This is one of the situations where very obviously the journalist has gone into crossing lines and boundaries into activism. And it's just a crap situation. And I get pretty ticked off when someone's trying to exploit someone else's pain and heartache that way. But you can look that story up, you guys.
Well, I was going to tell you something.
Well, we're going to come back, and we'll get back into washing and drying because I have a text on that.
Well, someone mentioned check the fuse on your dryer, and I just got a call that said that they found that giraffe.
Yes, they did find the giraffe, which did you not hear me say earlier? They said the giraffe was found fat and happy. And if I ever go missing, I hope that I am found fat and happy by the time I get returned home, because that's the happy ending to the story. She had been running around eating everything in sight. Forget the diet they had her on. A fuse, maybe it's a dryer fuse that doesn't cost as much, is what you're saying?
Yeah, about like $5-10.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, but I don't think that's what it is.
Don't wish upon me expensive repair.
I'm just going off based off my experience, so. But,
yeah.
I
was really hoping it was.
Because it cuts on though, right?
Yeah, it'll turn on.
Okay, so then it may not be the fuse. It might be that temperature.
Yeah, it turns on. It just won't. It won't get warm. So I've tried different settings and different things, and it's done.
Have you talked to it like, hey, big boy?
Oh. Pretty sure it's a girl. She's a workhorse.
Oh, you look so cute. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you can do it. You can do it. I know these kids take you for granted. I know we use you a lot.
Positive reinforcement always helps.
You've been through a lot. Appliances in my home go through a lot. I'm like, don't quit on me now.
Have you lost some weight?
Don't quit on me now. My 9-year-old is starting to get really, really, and I border on being mean, because I'll tell him to put on deodorant after every bath or shower, and then I'll smell him the next day. And I never went through that with my daughter. The minute she started smelling, she was good.
He's a boy.
But
he's gonna smell until he discovers one thing and one thing only.
What?
Girls.
That's the only thing that's gonna get him.
Once he starts finding this thing called girls, and the girls start liking him, then it's gonna be like, yo, you need to chill on whatever you got on, because it's going to be like your nostrils are going to burn.
Oh God!
Right now,
I'm not prepared.
Right now, he ain't worried about girls. Right now,
yeah. But, no, not even me.
Yeah.
And that's why my washer and dryer are quitting on me, is because this child is just torturing them.
Right.
All right, we're gonna take a break. When we come back, we've got phone calls coming in. Back in a minute. By the way, I'm going to Google during this commercial break how often I'm supposed to be cleaning my laundry vents. That's going to happen. Back in a second. You guys hold tight. Once a year is the recommended vent
Yeah,
cleaning.
well, I'm way past that.
Twice a year if you have pets, allergies,
Hmm.
or other mitigating factors.
Then do you have all that?
I do now. I have that cute little corgi.
Yeah. So
She's so precious. I'm obsessed with my dog. She might have eaten my laptop, but I'm still obsessed.
I mean, she's a puppy.
She's a puppy.
Yeah.
She's adorable. Did I send you pictures? I should send you a picture.
No, you did not send me any
Oh
pictures.
my gosh. She's got the most beautiful eyes. My little puppy. If you missed the memo yesterday, I was talking about her, but I have a sweet little corgi puppy, and
Now, who was the dog originally supposed to be for? Because obviously it's not supposed to be for you. You just grown attached to the dog.
Oh, the dog was for my son, my youngest son, and she is, in theory, I guess she is kind of his,
It's
except,
not his. This is yours.
well, no, she likes him the best of anyone in the house, except she treats him like he's a litter mate. Someone
Right.
explained this to me. So she plays with him like he's another puppy.
Right,
And-
because he's dirty. He's fun.
He'll get on the ground.
He
and,
gives her food that she's not supposed to eat.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah.
and so I probably rank third in the house because it's the baby and her play like he's a puppy. Which that's another thing I got to find is someone to train the dog who's willing to also train my son to not be a bad dog parent, if that makes sense. So
you.
well, we've started the dog training, and
Mm-hmm.
you know she can sit, she can stay to some extent, but she's really well socialized, but she's still, and we're working on other skills.
Who wanted the corgi?
So the short version of a long story is that my friend had adopted a corgi, rescued a corgi, and then it turned out that corgi was pregnant. So there were 7 corgi puppies. I resisted the urge to adopt the baby in November, but then in March, the friend said she had to give up. They were going to keep 2. They could only keep 1. And by that point, I was like, we had already talked through it, decided not to get one in November, December. And then when it came back in March, I was like, it was fated. It was meant to be. We were supposed to have this puppy.
So you blame your youngest son?
No,
for,
I got her for the.
I
'cause
mean,
knew.
no. Let's just be honest. It was really for you, but to justify you having this dog, it was for your little one
Yes.
as an excuse. He's like, I don't really care.
Oh no, he's obsessed.
No, I know he's obsessed. No, I know he's obsessed. But what I'm saying is, he didn't really care. It was your decision. But
Yeah.
in order for you to justify,
I had to say it was for the kids.
it was for the kids.
So the order of the dog's liking is the baby 1st,
Mm-hmm.
then my daughter, who spends the most time with her.
That's the one that walks him.
Because because-
Walks her and does all the responsible stuff.
So they all have to. She has to be walked twice a day. She's a high energy puppy. So but the daughter is the one who like babies her,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to playing rough and
That's the mama.
tumble.
That's the mama.
And then the dog will come to me, and so that's where we are in the scheme. And then I think my middle child is just like whatever,
yeah.
like meh. But yes, and what's funny is the middle child is who named her.
Mm-hmm.
And
What's the puppy's name?
her name is Chloe. She started out as Penny, and I wanted to keep her as Penny because she's the color of a penny, and I got overruled by the middle child. So anyway, this has been fun. Next week we'll be back again Monday through Thursday. Me and AJ in here cutting up and learning about our appliances. Apparently, I forgot the camera was there this last segment, so there's that. But stay out of trouble this weekend. If you haven't gotten your 4th of July Independence Day celebration plans, you're sneaking up on you next week, so make those. AJ, you got a great episode of Breaking Bread?
Yeah.
On
So
deck?
I think Will is down at Motor on Main.
Nice.
Down in Leeds, and sorry. Will
you're
had
good.
texted me. So he's
The
gonna be out
taste buds?
Yeah, he's gonna be out there. JD's still in his secret bunker.
It's not very secret. He's basically all but pointed to it on a map.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, well, that's just because everybody's been kind of, putting his business out there.
And by everybody, you mean me.
Well, no, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. But he's like that too. So.
So,
And
well,
then
good.
and I think I'm not sure if Darian's here, but I think it's his anniversary. But I would not know because we were not invited to the wedding, so I have no idea.
You're not salty about that at all.
Oh no, not at all.
Too funny. All right. Well, you guys stay tuned for that. And until
Yeah.
next time, stay out of trouble.
I like that. But I also like to say goodbye, AJ.